what's up, James? Quick demo video for you for your Roman Props MK1, and then I've also got a recessed blade over here that I made for this for you, okay? This is installed with a Proffie. I'll show you how to get to it in a second. It is a 2-button setup, so it's under your bubble strip. Your front switch, if you can hear that, is your activation, and your back, that's your auxiliary back here, okay? You've got CC sabers in here for your Neopixel connector. You would ask me if I make lit blade plugs. I don't, but this PCB has LEDs on it which light up a blade plug. So any plain blade plug will do. Just make sure it doesn't have metal touching these pins, because if you put metal to these pins and you accidentally turn it on, you could mess up the entire install. So just make sure you've got some insulation there, or just a poly blade plug, and you'll be fine. How to get to the chassis. You don't have to unscrew the booster section on this. You have the old V1 Rudy Pando chamber. It does not have the built-in speaker holder, so I had to design my own in here. So your speaker fits about right here. It's got a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker, but because I put it out a little bit on the speaker, I had to move the chassis out. So on this guy, all you have to do really is come over here and pop the pommel off. I can do it with my fingernail. It comes right off. And then if you look in here, you've got access to your micro USB, your SD card. You got a kill switch right there, and you also have a 1.3mm recharge port. Sometimes people ask me where they can get these adapters. You can get the 1.3mm adapter from the Custom Saber Shop. If that's something that you can't find, let me know. I can send you a link. It's no problem. It's very easy. All right, but come over here and we can flip this kill switch.
Hello there.
Pop this back on and you're good to go. Now from here we could just turn it on. So you got your LEDs firing up in there. Nice smooth swing and auxiliary. We'll twist it off. Now to get to your chamber, what you have to do is first come over here and loosen or pull up this lever. But when you do that, be careful that your bubble strip doesn't fall out. All right, so pop that lever up like that.
Luke Skywalker.
Whoops. Pop the lever up. I'm just kind of holding the bubble strip with my thumb. You want to turn your grenade section clockwise and then bring it all the way up. All right, and then after you do that, you can lock this section here back down. Normally this kit comes with 2 little greeblies here that screw in and hold this clamp section together. Yours didn't have that. But here is the crystal chamber that you modified, so I just lit it up for you. This LED is on a timer, so right there, if we don't turn this on right away, the LED will turn off. That way it doesn't wear down your battery. There's actually 2 LEDs, one up here right underneath your Neopixel, or I'm sorry, right up here underneath this 7-pin PCB that I'll show you here in a second. That's wired in line with your blade, so it will color the top of the crystal, whatever color your blade is. But then I also put a Neopixel down at the bottom of this guy and wired it independently. So as you can see, it was doing different things. I'll turn this on. This is the LS6 font. So you got a green blade. This is not lit up when the grenade section is up because it's a wireless setup. But you've got a green crystal, green blade. It does react to auxiliary being pressed. Let your blade lock up. And you see it up against my hand. And we'll turn this off. Your crystal has a hole right through it. It almost looks like it used to be a necklace or something, but it's pretty cool. But anyway, that's how you get to your crystal. All right, we can go to another sound font. You can see it do some different things.
Obiwan Kenobi.
You've got your 2 Obi-Wan fonts on here and your Luke. So the 2 Obi-Wan fonts will be blue. Just like that. And then when you want to close this back up, we got to do the same thing. Flip the clamp up first. Bring your handle all the way down. Turn it counterclockwise to lock it in, and then you can come over here and close your clamp. Now, what I was telling you, this was on a wireless system. you can come over here and unscrew the top. That will expose that 7-pin PCB in there. Hopefully you can see that. That makes contact with this blade side PCB. All right, but that's not anything you ever have to do. I just wanted to show you how it comes apart. All right, but when we're done, we'll just screw it back in. Screw it down tight. Test it. Good to go there. Now your blade. I made you a 1-inch thin-walled Neopixel blade, and it is recessed, as you can see there. It's recessed for this particular saber. Okay, so what you want to do first, you want to take your blade retention, which is right here. It is currently backed out. I'm not going to use it because the blade fits in pretty snug, but you'll want to use that. But first, back it out of the blade holder. Come over here and just put it in. It's a nice snug fit, but it does go. Now when we turn the saber on, I'm trying to show you from base all the way to tip. We're looking good there, right?
It's just bad these days.
Blaster bolt deflex is just tapping auxiliary. Blade lockup is holding down auxiliary and hitting the saber. And you got your blade lockup right there. It might be kind of hard to see on camera, but it does move up and down the blade according to how you move the saber. And then as soon as you let go, it stops, right? And then we'll go to the LS6 font.
Luke Skywalker.
Nice green blade. Nice blade locked up. Just like that. And then when we're done, we can come over here, loosen your blade retention, and pop the blade out. Okay. If you can't put the blade straight in and you feel like you have to twist it to get it in the emitter, twist it clockwise like you're tightening it, and then also twist it clockwise when you're pulling it out. I hand tightened this little cup here that's holding your PCB. I hand tightened that as tight as I could, but if you put a lot of pressure on that guy and you do like a lefty-loosey all the time, you might over time loosen that. So just remember that, all right? But literally when we're done, we can just come pop off the pommel again. Turn this on so that you can see that the kill switch works. Until we come over here and flip the kill switch. And it kills everything just like it should. All right. So that is basically your MK1. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, I will package this guy up. It's pretty late today, but I'll get this out in the mail to you with your blade by tomorrow. All right. Thanks.